Police in Gauteng have arrested a woman who was allegedly seen pouring paraffin at the building that caught fire in the Johannesburg CBD this morning. The fire that broke out on the corner of Commissioner and Nugget Street claimed the lives of 2 people. Now, firefighters have managed to extinguish the blaze that ravaged through the 2-storey building. Now, for an update, we're joined by SABC News reporter Mbalenhle Mthethwa this hour.
And we understand that the fire may have started earlier this morning and burnt through the 2-storey building for most of the morning. I'm joined by EMS spokesperson who is going to give us a better sense of what has happened and the work that went into extinguishing the fire. Thank you so much for speaking to us and for joining us. Do we know how the fire started?
At this moment, we had spoken to the people that were residing in this building, and they have confirmed to the police some of the witnesses that they saw someone pouring paraffin when she was fighting with his partner. But SAPS is investigating that information and would have proper investigations of where and how exactly the fire started.
Now, is this building fit for people to inhabit this building, especially after this fire has ravaged through the building?
Definitely not. As you can see that the windows are shattered and the first floor is fully gutted, and the structure itself is questionable. At this moment, we are going to get a structural engineer just to check the integrity of the structure. But we have spoken to the community and their leaders to say that they cannot go back to reside in this building for now.
Okay. Now, with regards to those who were living in the building, do we know how many people were living here or how many people have been displaced since the fire?
Disaster management is still busy with the community leaders. There's about 75 families, of which it can be plus 150 to 200 people, but they are still taking down names of the people that were affected and displaced.
Okay. And do we know what will happen to those people?
They are disaster management and the Department of Housing both are with the community discussing those details going forward.
And now, certainly, the first fire that we saw in August last year was described during the commission or the hearings, the public hearings into investigating the cause of that fire and the prevalence of the fires of legally occupied buildings. We learned that fire was described as a fire that was fueled by hazardous materials inside the building. Was this the case here? Were there shacks inside which also helped to fuel the fire?
Indeed, there is combustible materials that were used as part of the divisions to form units. This is a very small building which cannot house more than about 150 to 200,000. There's small shacks that are inside, and they say on the first floor alone there's about 60 to 80 units that were divided.
No, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for speaking to us and just giving us that update. And there you have it. That is EMS spokesperson giving us an update on what has happened since this morning. And we are going to keep our eyes peeled for that information on the number of people who have been displaced after this fire.